Hey guys, welcome back to the Passive Money Plan. Today we're going to be reacting to this video about the education system.
I don't believe in the education system whatsoever. I think it's the worst thing that ever happened to us. University teaches you three things that are the worst thing that ever happened. One, that only one solution for a problem. In reality, there's multiple solutions for a problem. Secondly, if you do wrong, it's bad. You lose marks. But in reality, you only learn by failing. And thirdly, you can't work with others. It's called cheating. In real life, it's called collaboration. That's how you become bigger. So it programs you in a way that you are not having any level of critical thinking. You can learn everything online. I'm not gonna let my daughter go to university. I think when she's 6 years old, we're gonna open a business together. She's gonna have the budget and she's gonna control the budget. Because she have to know how money works. These things are very important to learn.
All right, Kirby, I know you wanted to barge right into this one. I like this topic, but you can start it. You can start it.
Uh, for me, all right. So let's be 100% transparent here. I've and this is the crazy part. I have the degrees. Alex does not. Alex is against his educational system, but I am 100% against the educational system. And I'll tell you how far I take it back. So my son right now, my younger son, he's in school. My younger son is in school, and the only thing that I care about, he brings his report cards, all A's, one B. And the only thing I care about is what he gets in mathematics. That's it. I don't care about nothing else. Everybody think I'm crazy. I mean, he could have had, and I'm saying this and I'm being sincere, he could have had C's and D's in every other subject, but had an A in math, and I'd have been good. Because the only thing I need him to know is add, subtract, divide, multiply. That's it. I don't care about I honestly don't care about this stuff. I mean, if it happens, but now on the inverse side, my wife, she is 100%, believe in institutional education. You're not the boss in my house. So my son will do what my wife says. What I mean by I'm not the boss of my house, I'm not the boss as when it comes to my kid in the education. I mean, I care about what I care about. I'm not gonna be hard on them on the things that I'm not gonna be hard on. But my wife, she's very into the institutional education system, which is fine. I mean, it don't matter to me because I know everything that my son needs to learn is gonna be me teaching him. I'm not dependent on the teacher to teach him at all. But with that is the the educational system in general, this gentleman said perfectly what it does. Collaboration is what is success. That's what leads to success. Me, I'm all about collaboration. I mean, Alex, you hear me talking about it all the time, especially when you started right here in Florida and you was like, I need to rent a property close to me so I can see it, put my hands on it, touch it, feel it, the whole nine. And I was explaining to you because I mean that's normal, that's natural, and I'm explaining to you, out of state investing and stuff like that. It's about hey, getting a team, making sure this stuff done, and getting that stuff. Collaboration, collaboration. What we call collaboration now as adults is what they call cheating in the educational system. But that's how most stuff get done in collaboration. In all business is collaboration, all of business. So education teaches you just to be the employee, entry level job, yada yada yada. While all the people that's in the mid level management level, director level, they collaborate. They cheating according to the educational system. So when he said it's only one solution to a problem, that is categorically incorrect. I mean, like we talk about finance. Let's talk about getting out of debt. You can lower expenses, you can increase income, or you can lower expenses and increase income to put it into hyperbolic mode. When it comes to buying real estate, you can seller finance, you can conventional finance, you can non-QM finance. It's more than one solution to make a cash flow property cash flow. You can pass off utilities to tenants. I mean, let's keep it going. You can, all right, so stocks. Everybody just say, oh, you just invest in the Dow Jones, or you diversify and you can get a lot of stocks and then hope a couple of them go up and then you and then you're successful at investing. Or you could take the people that is in the 1% of the 1%, the Warren Buffetts of the world and things like that. And you can just invest in the SP 500. Or you can do extreme due diligence over time and then find one or two good companies and then plow a lot of money to. I mean, same thing in business, same thing in everything else. School to me is something that puts you in a box to be an entry level employee. That's it. Because entry level employees, oh, this is how you do the process. If you do anything other than this process, then you're wrong. But as soon as you get out of that entry level mind state, then it's this whole world of collaboration. It's a whole world of wrong answers. It's a whole world of multiple answers. Those are the things that are very crazy to me. But again, I understand most people will be entry level employees. Most people will be subservient to a boss or manager or supervisor that's above them. They just say, hey, you do it this way, and then you do nothing else. But if you want to make money, if you want to be ultra successful, if you want to have money outside of your 9 to 5 job, you better realize the school system and what they teach you in the school system is not going to get you to those places. But I digress. Alice, what you got?
Yeah, as Kirby said in the beginning, I do not like the school system. I hate school. Me personally, I can't stand school. And all those points are absolutely correct that he brought up. And one thing that I especially dislike is, especially in the United States, growing up, you hear a lot that the school system, university, college, whatever, is the route you have to take to obtain success. That is the most spoken about, most glamorified. And the reality is, I look back now at all my teachers that I had in school, whether it was elementary, middle school, high school, whatever. Because as you said, I did not go to university. And some of them are still in their profession, still the same teacher teaching the same class. And what have they accomplished? And I see them literally, and some of them are complaining about finances, whether it be on social media or I hear through friends or whatever. Some of them tried to leave. They left the teaching career. They try to pursue other careers. They've lost their jobs, and the inefficiency to actually continue or recuperate themselves or recover from a situation like that is insane. And I'll give one example. I had a teacher who no longer teaches, but she pursued marketing. And as we know, as we've spoken about, marketing is one of the careers that are being laid off right now in, these times. So she is complaining that she needs a job. Someone offered her a job and she said, "Oh, but I'd rather work remote because I have celiac disease, which is like allergic to gluten." It's like, what is, you know, how can you be a successful human being in society if you have that kind of mentality? So here we are being taught our whole childhood that you have to go to college to become successful, which is a total lie because now you're looking at these people that have college degrees and they can't even cooperate or they can't think straight in times of stress. I see some students that are also very academically inclined, very smart, and they can't operate under stress and they break, they crack. And I just think that the most important thing in life is to get your finances under control. It's the only thing that's going to actually have you survive.
Alex, I got one thing. I got one thing. Let's not even draw it back to they are, they don't have the mental capacity. Let's just draw it in narrowly. And this is what I mean by drawing it in narrowly. Your teachers, when you went to school, you went to a private school, correct?
Right, for high school. Yeah, yeah, yep,
All
yep.
right. So you went to a private school, and the teachers, they all preach the information of, hey, you got to go to college to get I mean, you got to get good grades so you can go to college so you can have a successful career, right?
Correct.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. The people that are teaching you this, the teachers, they went to college and got a higher education, correct?
Correct.
They probably went on and got advanced degrees, correct?
Yep.
but they're complaining about the income that they make. Correct?
Yep.
So how? And this is the reason why I don't like school. I don't like the institutional way of teaching. Parents take their kids, send their kids to school so their kids can be successful. But the people that's teaching their kids are not successful. And I'm going to show you the reason why. Alex, how many days of college have you done?
None.
I can't hear you. Good. Sorry.
None. I was gonna try to say,
Okay.
oh,
Okay.
I took some college courses in high school, but that don't count. That I didn't go to
Yeah.
college at all. Actually,
Yeah.
say
So
this. I was at HCC trying to apply, and I got tired of waiting, and I left. That's so I did like half a day, no classes.
okay. So Alex, you have no college, and then so now just think of the teacher salaries in Florida. Do you make more? Do you have a higher net worth than the teachers that taught you when you was in high school?
A lot more. Yeah.
So again, so if you listen to these people, then it sets you up to be an employee. But Alex is prime example. I can't say I'm a prime example because I have degrees, but Alex is a prime example. Not listen to them, put you at a higher net worth than them. And these people and these teachers are older than you. The teachers that's teaching you, that was teaching you when you was in high school, are older than you are now. Am I correct?
Right.
Right. So what are we talking about? That is the crazy part of it. Is us in America or around the world, they take their kids to go to school to be successful. But then the people that's teaching you is successful, that's the same people that I ask them, like, well, I talk to college students and they be like, oh yeah, I'm getting an entrepreneur degree. I say, who teaching this? You can tell me who teaching this. Oh, my professor, he had a business, and that's who teaching me entrepreneurship. Or he never had a business, but he got a master's degree in entrepreneurship. So it's only two people that's teaching entrepreneurship. I mean, I'm not talking about guest speakers. I'm talking about actual professors that's there. They either never had a business or they had a failed business. So the people that's teaching your kids are people that never succeed in their life. That's the crazy part about institutional school. But we be sitting there hoping that, oh, these teachers are going to teach our kids everything there is in life. Yes, the teachers are going to teach your kid how to sit at a desk, raise their hand, be in a science seat, get there from 8 in the morning to 5 o'clock or whatever time school get out. I don't know. And that's it. It's just program them to be a 9 to 5 entry level employee. And this goes no matter where you're at, high school, college, whatever. But Alex, sorry for cutting you off. Go ahead, do your thing.
No,
Sorry.
you did. No, absolutely. And that's all I could think about because like people really have to look at it, and this is what I thought of is I mean, I can't stress this enough, and I don't know how else to explain myself for people to understand, but when I left high school, when I graduated high school, I understood I'm becoming an adult. I need to do something. I knew that I had no idea what I wanted to do in college if I went to college. So I knew it would have been an expensive route for me to take college because I would have just thrown myself into amounts of debt that I wouldn't have been able to get out of because I had no idea what career I wanted to do. There wasn't a career I wanted to do. So coming out of or high school, I just knew, okay, people need to go to college or they say they go to college because they want to earn a higher income. So now that I'm learning that there's other ways to make income, there's stocks, there's selling online, there's all these different avenues that one can take. Why don't I try and learn one of these that are not taught well in society or taught a lot about? And I had always heard stocks was a really good one if you could understand it. And I just went with that. I knew the what I needed was to make money. Making money is what's going to have you buy a car, buy a house, whatever stuff people want in life. It's gonna put food on the table. It's gonna pay your bills. And so the money is what I needed to make. So how can I go about making the money? It doesn't matter about the school. And another funny thing is not only did these teachers, go to college, have advanced degrees, and now they're teaching for minimum wage salaries, but they continuously professed, oh, we teach here not for the income, but because we love what we do, we love the students. Like, that is the stupidest shit ever. Like, I mean, you like, and not only is that stupid, but other entrepreneurs will tell you. I mean, Grant Cardone talks about this. Robert Kiyosaki talks about this. I think even Trump talks about this. Like, you need to love what you do, not do what you love. Because if you do what you love, you're gonna be broke. Like, you're just gonna be so tied up with, oh, this is so fun and all this. You're not gonna scale it onto a mass scale. So you need to find something that makes money and then be passionate and be direct with it, be all for it, and then love what you do in that process. Like real estate. I'm sure, you know, I never even thought of real estate, and I'm sure you, with as many properties and units as you have, I'm sure at 15, 16 years old, you weren't like, I'm gonna be a real estate investor. That's what I love. Like no one, but now that you've started to invest in it, it's like that's what you like to do. Like people have to find something that can produce income, that gives them the income that can provide the lifestyle that they want, and then fall in love with that lifestyle, and they know that it comes from that one source of income or from those multiple sources of income. Like the income is what matters in society. It's not the education, or I mean, obviously we always talk about education is important, but the systematic schooling, the way the system is set up to go to college and all this. Because the reality is investing still requires a lot of education. Being an entrepreneur requires a lot of education, requires a lot of skills, requires a lot of critical thinking and hard work. So these are still things that people need, but not the traditional way.
And I think in the last reaction video we talked about misery loves company. I mean, these teachers that's teaching your kids from K through 12, even professors, they telling you get good grades to, go to college. They got good grades, went to college, got degrees, and then they're sitting here barely keeping their head above water. So of course, teach my kids to do the same thing so they can barely keep their head above water. Misery love company. And that's what I view of it in its entirety is misery loves company. There's no, hey, get the hell out the matrix. This stuff don't work. I mean, if college was the answer, then we wouldn't have $1.7 trillion in debt and people voting for presidents just to get rid of their student loans. Because if you went to college and you was gonna make a lot of money, then you should have a lot of money to pay for these student loans, right? That's what I'm saying. It's not a misery loves company. So these teachers are like, oh yeah, get a degree, love what you do, be a teacher and educate our youth. No, they just want you miserable so you can't have so you're sitting there barely getting a paycheck and wondering, oh, how the hell I'm gonna afford my bills, but I gotta go sit here and be motivated and teach these kids. You need to go repeat and do the same thing that I did, knowing my life is hell on wheels, and I don't even know how the hell I'm making to the next paycheck. I mean, it makes no logical sense that this is an important topic. I mean, an important subject or importance to, hey, let's do this to make this happen, or I'm going to send my kid to this school because this school is going to get my kids to be better. But the people that's teaching my kids are not even at that level that I want to be at. I don't get it. And it's so funny, the new tech billionaires that's out there, all of them dropped out of school. They dropped out of school.
Yeah, exactly.
So school is not the answer if you want somebody that's going to be, uber successful or something like that. I mean, there is jobs in school that will get you to, a place of a lot of income, doctors, lawyers, engineers, yada yada yada. But for the most part, people just going to school for sport. Because if they wasn't, we wouldn't have $1.7 trillion in student loan debt that nobody can pay for, and they keep voting for presidents just to bail them out of the bad decisions of getting their education. Let me stop there.
Well, that being said, guys, if you like the video, hit the like button, leave a comment down below. Share this video, subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one.